Hey there. Okay, this is a YouTube tutorial. What I've done is I've gone to youtube.com, and because I'm already signed in, you see that my name is up here. Now, if you haven't signed in, right here, it won't have your name or your picture. It'll simply say sign in, so you'll have to sign in using your username and password. Anyway, I am going right here. There's this area that says upload. And there's a little drop-down menu right by this gear icon, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to enable me to select from one of three items, and the item I'm going to select is the Video Manager. All right, now on the back end of the Video Manager, you see that I have, oh my goodness, 614 uploads. Wow! Hadn't counted recently. And I also, you also see that all of my uploaded videos are listed. There are thumbnails of the videos. There are check boxes to the left of each thumbnail. Okay, not going to check any of those. And there are other opportunities or options to select different functions. The function that I am going to select right now is the edit function. And just so you know, this doesn't mean edit your video like, cut with cuts and classic definitions of edits. This is editing for the purposes of making it function well on YouTube and for your own purposes. So I am going to click on, let's see, which one? How about don't blame your audience, engage them. How to engage an audience and audience engagement. Anyway, I'm going to click on edit for this. Before I do that, I want to show you what's available here. For you, you'll see that you can go to Info and Settings, Enhancements. Enhancements has to do with making your video look its best. YouTube has a little bit of that. And also classic editing, audio. You can choose different audio. Annotations, which is how you put text on top of your video. So if you want to put your website on top of your video, for example, on all of my videos, I put ruthsherman.com. I do not do that through YouTube. I do it in iMovie. But anyway, annotations is what they mean by that. Subtitles and closed captioning. This is kind of a cool thing that you can do with YouTube. And then you can download your video from here. So once you get it all edited the way you want it, you can actually download an MP4. You can promote it, meaning you can put it out there for promotional purposes using ads and so forth. At least I can. And you can delete it. We don't want you to delete it, and so I'm not going to click that. Although YouTube's gotten pretty good, they give you options. If you hit delete, if you click delete by accident, it will say to you, are you sure you want to delete this video? Anyway, I'm going to go to the edit right here. And the first place that edit is going to take me is the info and settings page. And you can tell where we are. If we look up at the top above the video, you see that we've got some options: info and settings, enhancements, audio, annotations, subtitles, and CC, closed captioning. So many of the things that you could have gotten at that drop-down menu, you can also get by landing on any of these pages. The area info and settings, this is a super important area. So after I have uploaded my video, I uploaded it, just want to show you, by going here, I click upload, and then I can either select a file or drag a file over and drop it into the upload box. That's just a little aside. After I do that, I'm going to, after the video is uploaded, it's going to appear here in a player, and I am going to be able to select from one of three options for thumbnails. Thumbnails is it's that freeze frame. Unfortunately, YouTube usually chooses 3 terrible thumbnails. In any event, sometimes you get lucky and they choose a good one. I chose the one on top. I'm not going to unselect that, but I'm going to leave it as is. It is selected. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to be able, right here, is what your video URL is going to be. So all you have to do literally is copy that and then put it into any link. So if you put it into any email or piece or document you want, anybody who clicks on it will be taken right to this particular video page. So if you want to post your video, for example, on Facebook and YouTube have an integration going on. If you want to post your video on Facebook, say you want to post it in our group, for example, all you have to do is copy this link, put it in your comments section. You want to post a comment, put it in the comments section. Facebook will attempt to find the player. It will try to connect with YouTube, find the player, and the player, the thumbnail, should pop up right in your YouTube post, enabling anybody who lands on that page. So let's say you post a video there and one of us wants to go watch it. I know I would want to. I'd love the opportunity or the option to be able to click on it right there in Facebook and have it play without me having to leave Facebook. Just so you know, sometimes the player doesn't quite link up. Even though the link will be there, it will take me all the way back to the YouTube page, and that happens sometimes. It's just a little glitch between YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so that's where the link is, and that's where you can find it. There are other places to find it as well, and I can show you that in a moment. Basic info. What I've done here is I've said, don't blame your audience, engage them. That's the title of my video. Then I put a little hyphen, and I have added a couple of key phrases, keyword or tag phrases that I think people would be looking for. How to engage an audience, audience engagement techniques. So I think that based on my research, I believe that those are two keyword phrases that people are looking for. Keep in mind that the more keyword or tags that you have in every aspect of the back end, where you're putting the language. Now remember, video is great. Video is super powerful. Video plus the right text is uber powerful. Okay, so the next place is the description, which is right below the title. And the very first thing I have in my description is receive your complimentary gift at http://ruthsherman.com. That means that when I go to this video if somebody lands on this video on YouTube, right below the video is going to be a clickable link right here, http://ruthsherman.com. Then I skip a line and I do a little blurb. Now, honestly, this isn't a good example. I did a very short blurb. I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't add any keywords. In fact, I'm going to add some here. I'm going to add, in fact, I am just going to copy and paste these and put them right in to the description. There we go. Great. And in my tags, the very first tag I have is Ruth Sherman. The second tag I have is audience engagement techniques. And the third tag I have is how to engage an audience. And the rest of the tags are tags that I have researched and that I have placed in a Word document that I just cut and paste. And I changed them. By the way, YouTube has a limit to the number of tags. You don't know what they are until you put too many tags in, and then they won't allow you to save it. And what they'll have is they'll put a little note right in here that says you have too many tags or tags are too long. And they'll do the same thing, by the way, for your title. If your title is too long, they won't allow you to save it. It's just trial and error, and you get a sense of it after a while. The next thing that I will do, now, my default setting, just so you know, and you can set this up in YouTube, and I'll show you that in just a minute, but my default setting is unlisted. It's unlisted. I'm not going to save it as unlisted. Okay, I'm going to save it as public, which is the way I changed it right before my e-zine goes out with my video in it. And then once you make it public, it enables you, darn it, I wish it didn't do stuff like that. Anyway, we're back here, back to YouTube. It enables you to put a note, add a message to your video. I don't do that. And it also allows you to share. I've shared it on Google+, on Facebook, and on Twitter. I've also added it to some playlists. I've added it to the public speaking playlist, my marketing playlist, and my executive presentation skills playlist. Playlists are an advanced technique, something we can talk about. Let me know if you're interested in learning more about that. Let's see if there's anything else. Then I will save changes. Now, the reason I'm saving is because I did make a change to the content, the description, which is right here. I'm going to save changes. It's going to save it for me. Everything's all saved. And that is about it. And that is how you find the link. That is what you do on the back end in the info settings. And I think that this should at least get you off to a very good start.